Hi there, welcome to OpenMinded Academy. Today, I would like us to discuss about the factors that help a student to successfully graduate from a graduate school. I'm going to talk about three elements among several factors. In graduate school, the educational system is totally different from undergraduate level, and that a student is relatively independent to do things he wish to do in the framework of the program designed by the university or the institution. And that one of the important or the most important factors that determine the success of a graduate student, either at the master's level or the PhD level, is strong motivation. So if you are now an undergraduate student and you plan to enter into a graduate level, or you are working in industry and you are thinking to go to graduate school, or better still, you are still in the graduate level education and you don't see progress, I encourage you to give a deep thought over what motivates you to enter graduate school. The motivation is very important because graduate level education sometimes is very difficult. Very difficult, or it's challenging, and you may want to give up. But if you have a strong motivation, no matter how challenges you will face, of course, you are going to face several challenges in your graduate level education. And that with determined and high motivation, no matter what happens, you can still be in the graduate school and be able to successfully complete your education. Some of the challenges you may face is failing courseworks, and that you have to retake some of the coursework or totally abandon that coursework previously you took to take a new one. You might face challenges with the administrative offices regarding some deadlines, some new rules. You might face challenges with your supervisor or with the team. You might face major challenges in coming out with research topics, research area, and then in getting data, in collection of data, softwares. You might face challenges in getting literature, previous published work. That will help you in determining your way forward. All these are challenges. You might face them in a graduate school. And these might let you think twice whether to drop from the graduate school or to move forward. So from the onset of your graduate school, if you have strong motivation, you can be able to overcome all these challenges. My second point is for you to be open-minded person. In the undergraduate level, you are dealing with the preliminary level of education where you are asked, state this, explain this, define this. In the graduate level, you are going to deal with interpret this, analyze this, evaluate this. and that it will need you to be open-minded so that you know who to contact for information. It doesn't matter if the person is an undergraduate or the person is a PhD. What you need, the knowledge you want. If you find an individual who already possesses that knowledge, you should be open-minded to seek that knowledge from wherever you can get, and to interact with people without prejudice. Of course, mostly in graduate education, you are meeting different kind of people. Maybe you have moved outside your own country or your own state, and you are going to be in a dormitory. You are going to be in the same classroom, in the same laboratory with different kind of people who have different diverse attitude, diverse belief, diverse culture with you. And if you don't have open mindfulness to able to adapt to yourself, to the system, in that you still hold your core belief, but then you come in the common ground for your progress in academic, you are going to fail. In a laboratory meeting, you will see people giving some crazy ideas. There's no crazy idea in academia. No matter how crazy you think it might be very good idea if you look at it in another way around. So, in your interaction with people, in your interaction with your supervisors, your team, your laboratory head, your colleague, you should get an open-mindedness to able to adapt to the system as fast as possible, and that will determine your success in graduate school, especially if you are in a foreign land, because there you might face culture shock and you might want to keep away from the people, always be in the room or interact with people from common culture, which is going to negatively affect your studies and progress. And hence, I encourage you, while deciding to enter into graduate school, you should think twice. Am I open-mindedness? Can I be open-minded to interact with every people, to come on board and work for a common goal? If yes, then go for graduate school. If not, train yourself to get these qualities before entering into a graduate school. My final point for today is what I term as be ready to learn. Be willing to learn everything. It doesn't matter whether you are a first-class student was undergraduate, or when you're finishing your undergraduate, or you are just an average student, or you are in between. In the graduate studies, it's totally a common ground where all what you think you knew now is a different level and different game. So you should be able to learn again. You should be able to sit long hours to understand the concept behind things. In the graduate level, it's not about definition, statement, and those sort of things that need you to memorize and point there. No. The graduate level is about you interpreting something, you processing data, you taking data. So you need to sit down, learn. In some aspect, you have to learn a totally new, different level of learning. You can learn how to learn so that you can be able to what? To progress. In some, it might need you to learn programming. It might need you to learn new method of data collection or new method or software for data processing. All these things are new. It might be new to you. So if you have the mindset of that, I want to learn anything. I am curious to deep inside the education and to fish out what I can do. Then the graduate education is for you. In graduate education, it's much about research. The more you read, the more you research, the more you understand things. And the more you feel as if you don't know anything. So the more you read deep again. You will not be satisfied with yourself. Always you think you are lapping, but keep on learning. So that's how the difference of graduate education with undergraduate education. So today, I have in my discussion discussed 3 components of successful education in the graduate level, where we talk about your strong motivation for doing the graduate level education. Second, we talk about your open mindfulness to able to interact and to have a good social and academic relationship with all the stakeholders. And third, your willingness to learn and to unlearn and to read more and to explore. So, till we meet the next time, I hope you enjoy this video. Please, if you have other ideas of how to be successful in a graduate student, in the graduate education, please feel free to share it with us through comment. You may like the video, and if you have not subscribed to this video, do well to subscribe so that you can see my future videos. Thank you very much. See you again.